Hello. Hello, darkness, my old friends. I've come to see you once again. Is that how it goes? Again? But someone, Alexa, play Despacito or whatever. Someone, play some sad music. Don't care what the song is, I don't care who plays the music. But, don't stop the music tonight! Oh. Hey, you guys like some Eurobeat? You guys like some Eurobeat, guys? I can give you guys some Eurobeat. I mean, I'll get copyright struck to oblivion, but I can give you guys some Eurobeat. Anyhow. Fuck Eurobeat. How about Man City lose 2-1 to Brighton? Familiar scoreline, isn't it? Familiar scoreline. I think that's what we lost at last time. I'm not sure actually. But let me just open the statistics for the game quickly. 2-1. More. And I'm gonna be honest. I thought the first half was actually good. I thought the first half we were balling. We were comfortable in defense, and when your defense is comfortable, rest can flow. You know what I mean? When you don't need to worry about your defense, when you can go up and know your defense can cover those counters, you can flow going forward. But it's a problem. Kuznov went off. That's where it all started, yeah? Kuznov coming off and Marmoush coming off. We could have fucking battered them. And honestly, yeah, we could have battered them. The way we were playing in the first half, we were creating chance after chance after chance. Brighton was not finding a chance on goal themselves. I want to go quickly through some statistics here. Statistics. Here. First half. I don't think they got a single shot. Look at this. Dominant. You have Kuznov there, blocking up the defense. You have Omar Marmoush there, driving the ball forward. You have Ait Nouri driving the ball forward. You have Silva just keeping possession. That's something. You've got Haaland just being Haaland up top. Right wing. Oscar Bob for the game, to be fair, but first half, great. Second half, we just needed to continue. And we did, initially. But here's the thing, yeah, in the second half. Someone decided, you know what, we need Marmoush to come off. And Doku, come on. Someone decided, let's take Kuznov off. Look at how many shots they got. I want to see where all of these shots came from. So we're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shots after the Kuznov came off. That is half the shots in the second half in the 10 minutes after the Kuznov came off. You see what happens with this defense when you don't have Kuznov there. Kuznov is a must. Not good enough. I'll say it in a better way. PEP has to go. In fact, you know what? I'll change my title to that. That's a great title, isn't it? Sack PEP now. There you go. Beautiful. Excuse me. PEP has to fuck off, mate. I can't lie. He's out of his depth. I'll be honest, yeah? PEP is out of his depth. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing at this point. PEP's just sad to be there, bro. Look at this, 11 shots. I just counted, yeah? Kuznov came off in the 80th something minutes. That's 4 or 5 shots in 10 minutes with Kuznov over the pitch. Immediately, you are conceding counter after the counter after the counter when Gustinov comes off. Before that, all the chances, all the shots are skipping past our right back. Except this one. But this was a miss. And a penalty, of course. Which was conceded by our lack of a right back. One right back. One right back. And Gustinov having played the full game would have changed this result. It's madness. Honest to God, it's madness. I'm tired of this. I've been talking about our right back with Carl Walker still here in the 4P. Utter madness. Look at this, by the way. I think Brighton had more possession in the first half. Okay. Brighton had a bit less. Great enough. Oh! But we had better passing accuracy, guys. Oh, but we played better, guys. We had the ball, guys. It's not like we missed more chances. They missed a big chance. We missed a big chance. Okay, we missed one chance in the first half. Come on. Then it'd still be a draw. It'd still be a draw. They had 3 big chances in the second half, and both of them both of their big chances are, but all of their big chances in the second half are after Gustinov went off or a penalty. They outplayed us. Expected goals on target, 0. Joking or being for real? Look at the scoreline. You tell me. Pep Guardiola is well past his best. He's done, mate. This guy can sort off. I'm being sick. Thank you, Pep, for all the trophies. I have to go now. I'm going to go through player by player. He's not unsackable. If Pep Guardiola is unsackable, that makes him bigger than the club. Alf, you seriously watched this season and lost and still won't call out the board? I'm calling out the board right now. We need a right back. We know we need a right back. We still don't have a right back. I'm also calling out Pep. He's got to fuck off. He's shit right now. Takes off our best defender. And with 1-1. Ridiculous. Let's go through player by player. I'll start with Trafford. Oh, by the way, let me call out the boards again. Get Donnarumma over the line, or you're fucking frauds. With the 31st, I think the window closes at 7, if I'm not mistaken. Which means you've got 25 hours to get Donnarumma over the line. 25 hours. Get Donnarumma here. Go get fucked, basically. But I think Trafford's played an outstanding game. The first goal he conceded was a penalty. Okay. You're usually gonna concede penalties. I can't fault Trafford for conceding that penalty. That's not his fault. We'll talk about the penalty separately. But he made some really good saves. From the corner, that header, that was blown past Ederson. This great reaction, gets to the ball, punches it away. But when you keep conceding and 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 conceding chances, at some point, you will break. Guess what? Trafford broke after the millionth chance, which, by the way, Gruda takes it beautifully. The way he goes around Trafford does it beautifully. And he concedes the second goal. I do not fault Trafford one bit for today. Trafford is about the only player here. Trafford, Haaland, Rodri, and Marmoush, those four are the only players who can say, you know what, I did my job. Tijani was woeful, but I'll talk about that in a bit. These four, you can go home and say, I did my job, but the rest of my team is fucking dog shit. Actually, Husinov maybe as well, but again, I'll talk about that in a second. So 5 players, and 2 of them were taken off. I feel sorry for Trafford, I really do. I really do feel sorry for Trafford. He's just been hung out to dry today. And the City fan base is gonna kill him. Like, I already know, the City fan base is gonna kill him. But, I will be honest, Trafford, good as you are not fixing this. Trafford, you're not that guy. Good as you are. So, Donnarumma. Get me Donnarumma. Yeah. Laporte was replaced. Laporte was replaced by Josko. Alvarez was replaced by Marmoush. Mahrez. Yeah. That's one that you've got a point on. Yes. We will smash United and won't smash United. We will this, we will that. You always move the goalposts. I was hearing this exact same argument 6 months ago. I've been hearing people say 6 months for now. It will be forgotten. It will be forgotten. Won't be forgotten because it's not improving. To beat United, you need to improve. We're not improving. Cancelo. I mean, Cancelo was forced out by PEP, but that's, I mean, right decision there by Cancelo, or sorry, by PEP to force him out. I think that was a good decision of PEP to force Cancelo out. And we had gotten Nuri now, so we have to replace Cancelo. Now we need to replace Kyle Walker. Now we need to go get a right back. And we're jacking off. We're buying everyone except a right back. We're jacking off, bro. We're taking the piss. We're actually taking the piss. In the past that. Past what? Past 6 months we've been getting hammered. 9 months. A year. It's been almost a year now since we were good. It's been almost a year. It's gone, bro. This is not Man City of 22, 23, of 23, 24. This is a different city. It's been nearly 2 years. We're talking nearly 2 years since we were a good team. Oh, yeah. Nunez. I'll go back again to the first half. First half, I think we were solid. We weren't conceding any chances. And by the way, I'll just pull up the statistics to confirm that. First half, we were solid. Everything was locked down. Nunez and Kusanov have the pace on the counter. Problem is, Nunez is not a defender. Not by nature. He's just not. He's never been. He never will be. I told you, City have one world-class player, and that is Rodri. We are a mid-table team. I don't think Rodri is our only world-class player, so I'll have to disagree again, but I think Haaland is world-class, but... yeah, Rodri was keeping us stable. But Rodri dropped off a bit in the second half, I think, as well. Rodri dropped off in the second half. He didn't. Have we been getting unlucky for the 9 months? We've been getting unlucky for the 1 year? We've been getting unlucky for the 1 year straight? Come on. I'm just saying, it looks like the board have let him and the team down. My guy. It's always the board, isn't it? It's always the board. Look at this expenditure. But it's always the board. I don't get this. We need a right back. The board fucked up on that, yes. We need a goalkeeper. Donnarumma. Jury is still out on that, I suppose. But you can't always blame the fucking board, mate. PEP's done fuck all today again. We had something working in defense, and he took off our best defender. Let's see how many losses before Khaldoon takes action. I think Khaldoon's gonna do nothing. Again, I think Khaldoon is not gonna do anything about this. I think Khaldoon is just gonna sit there and why is my stream lagging? Am I lagging? No. Okay, good. I think Khaldoon is just gonna sit there and watch. He's just gonna let it happen. He's been letting it happen for a while now. This is the problem with having friends in these places. Either he drops the high line or we'll get relegated. At this point, yes. I was saying, bring Yumaba back from loan. Not what we did. I mean, when you have a player that goes on loan, by the way, that's a manager's call. If you have a player, and the manager wants him to play, he's not going on loan, is he? So, the fact that we've loaned out Echeverry, and Nipan, short, Trace, Pa. Ridiculous, really. Ridiculous. These are the players we could choose. These are the players we could choose right now to fix up this defense. Right now, imagine Yumaba Husnov. Great keeping a clean sheet with that. And maybe not. Maybe Mateus Nunes still makes that mistake. But look at this, young Kutel. A right back, guys. A right back that we've just sold. I think we loaned him out with an obligation to buy. But come on. These are fuck-ups. These are fuck-ups where we're weakening ourselves with loan deals. It's comical at this point. It's comical. Stones. Johnny Stones. I'm gonna be honest, mate. But not that guy anymore. Who could have guessed? How many injuries has he had in his career? Shall we count of Johnny Stones' injury record? I don't know why I typed Johnny Stones instead of John Stones. No, injuries. Injury history. Time to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 injuries. Who would have guessed a player with 21 injuries before turning 31 would be washed at 31? Who could have guessed? I don't care how good this guy is, yeah? He's gonna get injured again. And this game, he wasn't actually that good either. Sell this guy. Loan him out. Get him rid. You could have loaned Stones out and gotten Humaba. I said at the start of the game as well, didn't I? I said at the start of the game, in the Club Brugge watch along, because the Club Brugge game was still going when Man City began. I said I would have preferred Diaz and Husanov. I think Diaz-Husanov is a better partnership. You've got Husanov space, you've got Diaz just collecting the balls over at the halfway line, you've got Diaz to be strong in the box. I think that's a better partnership there. Nunez, we've talked about him, but that's woeful. Then Husanov here, the lone wolf, who's left alone to defend against an onslaught of Brighton, of any team really that Man City faces. Left alone, stranded. Hey Husanov, you wanna play against 5 attackers on your own again? Hey Husanov, you wanna get benched after being our best defender for 2 months? Hey Husanov, something shampoo, go fuck yourself. If I was Husanov, I'd be thinking I wanna leave. Why would you not? You get benched for the players you're better than. You get taken off when you're the best defender on the pitch. Your team is losing games. You know you could win if you were on the pitch. Heck, your team is losing games when you're the best player on the pitch. What do you do? What do you do as Husanov? I'll say bollocks as Husanov. Yes, I've been saying Pep out since Feyenoord. I've been consistent for, get this, nearly a year. And I'm still not wrong. Hello, big up win. I had a problem. I have a problem finding the goal of Ghent. On Tactical Board website. I won't know where to find it either, to be honest. Liverpool is playing against Arsenal now. 1-2 in this game. And Leuven scored against Luik. Liège, that's standard Liège. If I was Husanov, I'd say bollocks. Honestly. I don't know why he came off. Why Husanov? Why out only defended with pace? Where is Humaba? Come on, where is Humaba? Where is Victor Hayes? Someone with pace. If Gvardiol was playing, okay, fine. You can take Husanov off, but there's no Gvardiol there because he's injured. How do you cope with these injuries? Right now, we do not cope. Injuries mean we're fucked. Cherky Foden injured. Okay, great story. If you have Echeverri there, no problem. But we don't have Echeverri. It's Nuri. Again, a game of 2 halves. I'm repeating myself at this point. But first half, we're balling. Nuri is moving the ball. We're moving the ball. We're getting forwards and Nuri is bringing the ball into the pitch. Okay, first half. Nothing great. Nothing otherworldly. But just okay. Then, the second half rolls around. And I don't know what happened, but Nuri went missing, bro. Nuri went missing. Lost the most Jules. I'm willing to bet that he lost the majority of these in the second half. Stats. Can I see statistics from the second half of a specific player? Nuri. Jules. Oh my god. Lost all of his duels in the second half. Wow. He lost 10 duels in a single half of football. Allah. Well, that's not gonna happen, is it? Nuri? I'm sorry, what the fuck? Are you still injured? I don't even know. I don't even know. Rodri. One of the few players on that pitch who can keep his head up, say, you know what, I can do my fucking job. Came in, gave us solidity, great in midfield, maestro. Midfield maestro, distributing the ball and all that stuff. But he's coming off an ACL, guys. He's coming off an ACL. And you noticed it in the second half. He was just dropping. You noticed it in the first half. At the end of the first half, he was starting to drop off. He was starting to make poor passes, starting to run back a bit less, starting to just be sloppy. Second half, began good again, got a bit of rest, began good, and slowed down. Point it was missing at the latter 20 minutes of the game. Coming off an ACL, you can't have this guy be playing 90 minutes in his first start since his ACL injury and expect him to carry you to the win. Just can't happen. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work. We need someone else who can play when Rodri can't play 90 minutes. We really do. I can't blame Rodri. I think Rodri, another 3, 4, maybe 5 weeks and he's gonna come back into that top level. But in the meantime, we need someone else, bro. We really do. And Nico Gonzalez was on the bench again. Again, I'm not sure what's going on there. Why not just play a double pivot? Tijani, Nico Gonzalez, double pivot, solidity, and then Mukasa down the middle. Got your creativity, Divine Mukasa. Or that's Chiveri, but no, you loaned him out. Divine Mukasa down the middle, double pivot of Tijani, Nico Gonzalez, and you'll survive. You will survive. But no. Oscar de Bob. He's dropped a stinker. Listen. Oscar de Bob is a good player. Oscar de Bob is a good player. Yes, he dropped a stinker. But everyone drops a stinker eventually. Everyone will eventually drop a stinker. Really poor today. Really poor. I don't think he went past this man once. I want to see it. Attack. Successful dribbles. 2 successful dribbles. Not that much. He should have finished his chance. I believe it was Marmouche who put it on a plate for Bob. Should have finished that. Had Bob scored that chance, it's 2-0. Game done. They're not coming back. Because Gustinov was not on a yellow card yet. We can sit back a bit more, pass around a bit more, not make ourselves open, and just, it's a completely different game. Bob needed to finish his chance. Bob needed to be better, creatively, created nothing. Really, I don't think he created anything. Big chances missed, 1. Yeah, he really didn't create anything. I'm just trying to see. See? 0 chances created. This is not good enough. You need someone there who can... When Bob drops a stinker, again, everyone will drop a stinker. You need someone off the bench who can do better. Imagine if we had Jared Bowen on the bench. People turn their nose up. Oh, it's Jared Bowen. If Jared Bowen was coming off the bench, he'd get an assist this game and he'd get a goal and we'd win 2-3. Because that's what he does for West Ham. Relegation fodder. Imagine what he does for City. Silva. Captain. Not really captain material, is he? Like, leadership is not one of his strong suits, I'd say. Leadership is not Silva's strong suit. And what else is he doing? What is he doing on that pitch? First half, Sure, game deep, play to the centre backs, pass the ball around, but comfortable. But I said this in my watch along. I said in my watch along during half time that now we need to we need to get Silva off at the 60th minute. I said that. And we didn't. He just played the full. He played 72 minutes. He didn't play the full 90. And he was taken off with O'Reilly, right? But he played 72 minutes. That's 12 minutes too long. 5 minutes of free kick. And by that point, they'd scored already. Who took out free penalty at Milner, right? Yeah. They'd scored already by that point. We need to take these guys off soon. These old guys need to come off the pitch. Silva did nothing again. Really, he did nothing. I don't get that people keep... I don't get why people still think we need Silva. I don't get it. What does he provide? How does he help us go forward? He doesn't. How does he help us play out of a game? He doesn't really anymore, does he? Silva was a liability. Everyone was a liability. Most people, at least, were a liability. But Silva... By the way... I'll zoom in, so you guys can read this. I'll zoom in for you. Okay, because I zoomed in enough. You guys should be able to. What do you think of that? What am I supposed to say? Let's go through Man City's fixtures. Until Christmas. Oh, what's it called? Oh, what's it called? It's Here we go. Table calculator. Beautiful. Let's go through these. Fuck off. Let's go through these. Until Christmas. I will be generous when I give Man City a win against Man United. We lose against Arsenal. We beat Burnley. We lose against Brentford. We always do. Grealish will drop a fucking world-class performance on us. Aston Villa will beat us. For the mods, we should be able to beat Etihad. Short 2-0, short. We're getting spanked up by Liverpool. We're getting spanked up at Newcastle. We'll beat Leeds. Fulham, sure, that's called at a draw. Sunderland will stun us. Where are we at here? Crystal Palace, boogie team. We always draw 2-2 against them. We'll beat West Ham at home. Forest will beat us. And Sunderland beat us at home. So by August, Man City will have 22. 22 points by August. We need to get better, guys. I don't think you guys get this, yeah? 22 points by August is relegation form. We're moving like a relegation club. That's what we're moving like. We'll be lower than Man United. We're already below Man United. If we lose the derby, we'll be even lower. We just drop and drop and drop and drop and drop and drop. Where do we go from here? Stop acting up. Where do we go from here? Well, I think the answer is simple. Sack Pep. Sack the guy who can't steer you safety. You get rid of the guy who doesn't know what he's doing. Pep does not know what he's doing here. Pep is out of his depth. Not what he used anymore. Get rid of that guy. Say thank you. Thank you, Pep. Thank you for everything you've done. You've been a great servant to the club, Pep. But you're whitewashed. And you've got to go. Don't let him play the United game. Absolute clown decisions. Substitutions are woeful. They absolutely are. I mean, sorry. Who takes off your best defender at a 1-all stance? Why is Doku coming on when you need a goal? Where is the fine Mikasa? I don't think we're worse, but we're damn near close to it. We're pretty bad. We're as bad as we were last season, I think, at the moment. Fine Mikasa, where are you? The kids are good enough for Liverpool. The kids are good enough for Arsenal. But for us, Mikasa cannot touch a pitch. We needed creativity. Mikasa could have given that. Yet not touch a pitch. What do we do from here? Get Donnarumma over the line. Goal by Jared Bowen. Get rid of Rico Lewis and that garbage Diaz now. I don't think it's Diaz's fault. I'll stay with that. Rodri leaves next summer. Bookmark this. His contract expires at the end of the summer. His contract expires June 1st. If I'm Rodri, I'm saying bollocks, get me out of here. That's the truth. If I'm Rodri, I say bollocks, get me out of here. Sip is sinking, and I'm not gonna be around for it. Thank you for the diaper advertisement. Yeah. Look at this. He's gone soon. Gone soon. How do you convince him to resign when this is happening? Stupid subs, I agree. He's making every player look shit out. Rangers at ATC, like Nuri, all look terrible. Bro, I don't even know anymore. We need another DM alongside Rodri. I think we need another player there in that midfield. I fully agree. We could just play Tijani and Rodri as a double pivot, Nico G and Tijani as a double pivot, and have a 10. We've got one player who can play the 10 right now. Find Mukasa. Call him up to the first team, put him in the 10. I don't think Haaland will leave, because he can't. But Rodri will leave at this rate. Rodri will look to his left and to his right and say, yeah, I'm done. Bollocks this. Get rid of that ghost Foden. If he can't get fit, he has to go as well. If he can't get himself fit, he's also got to go. We're talking to a wall here, aren't we? Go. Go. I can't wait to go on Footy Judge Mo's channel again and ask him, am I still wrong about Pep? I can't wait. We literally, I'm not even joking, we literally have the best, well, some of the best defenders in the world on loan. Yumaba on loan. What are we doing? Yumaba is unreal. You put Guardiol, Ba together. Great centre back pairing. Now a right back. Play Husanov right back. There you go. Guardiol, Ba, Husanov. Wait, flying. You can do that right now. Call back. Yumaba from loan. Play Guardiol, Ba, Husanov. Back three. But a solid back three. That will guard the goalkeeper. Now, put Rodri when he's fit. And I'm assuming he is. He played a full 90. Gonna have international break. Now you can play Rodri there. Now you play Rodri. You gotta get someone next to him. You know what? Rodri, Nico G. Double pivot. And Nico G is in a double pivot, he can work. And then Tijani up top as a 10. Then you get Bob and Marmoush and Haaland. And if you need something off the bench, you can bring Foden when he's back off the bench. You can bring Divine Mukasa off the bench. These are the players we have. You can bring them off the bench. Don't bring Doku off the bench. My god. I do not want to see Doku again. Generally do not want... He did nothing. Generally did nothing, that guy. Rodri hates losing. Yeah. I mean, every footballer does, I assume, but Rodri can't handle defeat, and he shouldn't. We are stuck with Diaz 5 years. Rather. Being a football fan doesn't mean dying to your Doku is dog shit. Pa, Grace, Echeverri, and Savio should all come back with immediate effect. This is garbage. Echeverri as well. Echeverri, call him back from loan. Call Echeverri back. Bring Divine Mukasa into this team. Savio will be back after the international break. Unless we sell him. If we sell Savio, by the way, go buy a new winger. But I don't think it's happening. But yeah, Echeverri, back into this team. A backup 10 there. You can play Tijani as a double pivot 10. Play Nico as the 10. You can experiment, but come on. Rodri and either Tijani or Nico in this and a double pivot with him. And then you build the team around that. So many things you can do. Just keep Doku off that pitch, my god. Unsustainable, absolutely. He isn't. He is. He is the dumbest footballer Man City has ever bought, I'll say that. I can get even more negative about Doku. He's an amoeba-brained footballer. He doesn't know where to be. He doesn't know where to go. He doesn't know what he is doing. I can get more and more negative about Doku. I can't stand this guy anymore. He's got good feet and that's it. I'm so tired of this guy. He needs to go back. Yeah, harsh. It is harsh, but we're Man City, mates. We won the treble 2 years ago. Now we're looking at 22 points by Christmas. That is a fall off unlike anything in football. Greatest rise in football. Let's talk about the greatest downfall in football, because soon it will be us, not Man United, us. It's shocking. It really is. If you wanted to... We won't be fine if we keep saying we will be fine. If you keep saying we will be fine, you won't be fine. Quickly. This is not fine. It's not a downfall. It is. It is a downfall. What else is it? You go from treble winners. You go from treble winners to struggling to get top 5. How is that not a downfall? Rather, we're making a crash course for Earth right now. We're falling like an asteroid. Why not? Why not what? I'm talking about a lot of stuff at the same time right now, so I might be missing some stuff I said myself, but why not what? But yeah, this is how Man City is moving right now. Not everything is fine. We are short. We are short at right back. We've loaned out all our best defenders. Not all of them, just our best defender in Yumaba. We've loaned out a 10. When our only pre-existing 10 is Sherky, who got injured now. We refuse to play the Vine Mukasa. We need a winger. A better winger. There are things you can do. There are ways you can put life into this team, but not to do it now. There's no more Silva. Silva should never touch a pitch again, by the way, for City. Silva, Doku, these guys should never touch a pitch again for us. I don't care if they can have one good game. They'll have 3 poor ones. United was just mid-air collision. United was mid-air collision. This is a nosedive. I like that. Although I do think mid-air collision is probably... A mid-air collision is probably more catastrophic. But yeah, Man United, yeah. That's just a falling building. Man United is just a falling building. It's slowly falling over. This is a nosedive. Or like a rocket that came back towards Earth. Yeah. Half time, 0-0 Liverpool Arsenal. I swear down, watch Arsenal win that game. Swear down. There's gonna be no way they win that game, guys. They win that game, I'm gonna. You know what? You know what you guys should be doing? You should be liking and subscribing. Because that way, I won't cry. Now it's the Chelsea fans. Will seem like they're the biggest winners this week. They will be talking. Yeah. Chelsea is top of the league right now. How do we fix this? Okay. Let's talk about fixing this. There we go. No signings, no nothing. How do we fix this? We need a double pivot. Absolutely necessary. There you go. Trafford is going to be a net. He was brilliant today. Trafford was brilliant today. Fair enough to him. It's Nuri. There you go. Diaz is going to play. Because he's what we have. And Ba is going to play. We call him back from loan. Yuma. Ba. There you go. Call him back from loan. Put Husnov right back. Actually, you know what? We're going to do this. And we're going to play Rodri. Tijani. Rangers. Rangers. Where the fuck are you? Fake Rangers over there. Rangers, there we go. And we're gonna play Gonzalez. Nico G. There you go. Nico Gonzalez. Top is gonna be right winger. Haaland on top, of course. Real Haaland, please. And Marmoush. This is how we're gonna do it. You're gonna have Mukasa, if he's even in here. Of course, he's not even in here. Okay, you're gonna have Echeverri. You're gonna call him back from loan. You're gonna have him in the 10. You're gonna have Savio as the backup left winger. Savinho, whatever. Savinho as the backup winger here. And then you can have Mukasa here as the backup right winger. Oh yeah, you have Mukasa as the backup right winger. It's not he's gonna push up. You don't let him push up all the... Actually, yeah, I've got a better idea. You play this defense, and you put Rodri on the left-hand side, and I'll tell you why in a second. So, this is your defense. Rodri can cover for Ruben Diaz. Husnov can cover for Ruben Diaz. These two can keep us safe in the back. Nuri is gonna burst down the left-hand side here. Nico Gonzalez is gonna wait on the edge of the area to pick up balls and shoot. Pop is gonna stay wide. And Marmoush is just gonna be going everywhere. Everywhere he can. Rangers can make a run into the box. At any time, he can crash the box. This is how we fix this, in my opinion. We got to bring back Yumaba from loan. Got to bring back Echeverri from loan. Got to bring through Divine Mukasa so we can bring him on every. And we need to play these players when we're struggling to get a goal. When this system doesn't work, you go bring on Claudio Echeverri for Nico G. When this system doesn't work, you go bring on O'Reilly for Tijani or for Rodri. By the way, you've got Kovacic on the bench. I know Kovacic not the best choice there, but it's something. It's something. And then you can always drop someone back a bit more if Kovacic has to come on. So, we've got substitutions. O'Reilly, solid substitution, can dash forward to get a goal. Savio can get a cross from the left to Haaland and we get a goal. Echeverri, brilliant player, can take a very good free kick. It's just a very good talent. Pop, poor game today, but he can do something. Kovacic, we've seen him get goals from distance if we're really struggling to break down a D block. We've got players. Let's not pretend we don't. Stop loaning our best players out. When Guardiola gets back, he gets straight into this team. Bye-bye Ruben. Bye-bye Ruben. Because when Guardiola gets into this team, this is gonna be it. It's gonna be Guardiola, Husnov, Yumaba when he gets back. And by the way, Guardiola can step up. Guardiola can step up here because he can get a goal and then you can drop down like Nuri a bit, or you can maybe put in Ake. There you go. If like Nuri is not playing great, voila, you put on a bench, you put on Ake, or you put on Diaz, or whoever, and you change the system around again, and then Guardiola can go up and do this and come here and get these shots off. There are options there. There really are. I know I'm talking about a few players here who are injured, mainly Guardiola, but that's one player that I've talked about who's injured here. You can just do Diaz here then. If we're gonna pretend like this manager doesn't have better resources available, that's not helping this club. It really ain't. We have better resources available. Massive mess, absolutely, I agree. It is a massive mess. But we have resources available. Let's not pretend otherwise. There are players there that we can bring off a bench. There are options available to us. We are finished Cherky out for 2 months. Our next 3 games are against United, Napoli, and Arsenal. We're losing all 3. At this rate, this way, we are losing all 3. We have to change something to win. We have to change something. Wolves was a fluke at this point. We have to change. We really have to change something. And if we don't, it's all going to go downhill even. That's the truth of it. If we don't change something, it's going to go downhill even. I've just shown you the right solutions. In fact, I'll bring it up on screen again, yeah? I'll bring this up on screen again. Working. And I'll even save it. Give me a second. Save and share. And it's gonna take a second to load because it always does, but I'm gonna post this out. Oh, Jesus Christ, what is this? I'm gonna post this out. There are better options. Bring back at the very end. Far from loan. Give. What's his name? Kassa. Give Mikasa his chance. There we go. We need to fix this. We really do. You know what, yeah? You know what? Teal, are you still in here? Because Teal has been saying Pep will get sacked before Christmas. You know what? This rate, you might just, yeah, Pep needs to go. Sorry. But why hasn't he brought in a new right back? Same as last season. We need a right back. We need a right back so badly, and we won't get one. We won't get one. Don't have one? Fine. Make do. Matthijs Nunes, I said do him. I was strong on that. Pep was strong on that. We need to see that. Play Husnov there if you must. Husnov or Jumaba at right back. Bring Jumaba back from loan, and you have the centre backs there. Agreed. Fully agreed. Then it's getting outplayed, it's injured in training. If we play 3 DMs, we're fucked. We're not gonna score any goals. We need to have Rodri next to someone else. Tijani or Riley or Gonzalez. We need to have someone like, we need to have something like that, and then we can still go forward something. Nunez always does balls and moments, and he ain't a right back. You're right. You're absolutely right on that. I mean, guys, are you still gonna turn up your nose at my lists? I've got my list. Are you guys still gonna turn up your nose at this? And I say, Matty Cash, are you still gonna say, oh, but Matty Cash ain't good enough? It's the system. Could very well be. Could very well be fixed if we get a different system. But we still need a right back anyhow. I think at least we still need a right back. That's the truth. Play Tijani in the 10. Rodrigo and Gonzalez double pivot. Sure. Sure, I still have this open, right? Sure, we can swap Nico and Tijani. Put Tijani in the 10, Nico Gonzalez, Rodri double pivot, and fly. And then you would have Nico Gonzalez here on the left so we can cover for Ruben Diaz on the counter. Because I do think Nico G is probably a bit faster than Rodri. That works too. I like that. I like that. Whoever can improve the shit defense can join our team. I agree. I agree. Our next 3 games were fucked me. If we don't improve. Pep says what he needs, it's on the board to deliver. What has Pep said that he needs? What has Pep said that he needs? We need a right back. Pep said he wanted Livramento. We didn't get Livramento. Yeah, that's fucked. But other than that, like, come on. There are options that we're not utilizing. When a player goes out on loan, that's a manager's call. A manager will get players, and the club will say, if you don't want this guy, we'll send him on loan. And the manager can say, no, 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 I want him, I want to play him. Or you can say, yeah, send him on loan. Echeverri, Pep let him go on loan. He is! I don't think you realize this yet. Pep has more power at Man City than any manager should. Pep Guardiola, if Viana says, I want this guy right now, and Pep says no, the answer is no. Pep can say more about the transfers than Viana can. Watch KDB slice out the fence open with his passing. Well, national break are arriving, so no football for 1 week. There will be football, but it will be incredibly boring international football. Pep wanted Bruno G, Baleba, Rodrigo Duysen, I think you mean Huysen, Bellingham, all world-class players. We got none of them. That's true. Sure. We should have gotten one of them. Ford fucked up on that. Did we want Baleba? I don't know if we ever wanted. Ford fucked up there. Ford needs to get a fucking DM in. Or one of these players in that Pep wanted. But yeah. We got none of them. Still, Pep needs to find solutions, and he's not. So we need, right now, another midfielder. I think we all agree with that. We need to bring back Ba from loan. We need to bring back Echeverri from loan. We need to give Mukasa a chance. We need to get a right back. There's a lot of work to be done, guys. A lot of work to be done. Whoever comes next must hit the ground sprinting. Absolutely. Because otherwise the Man City fan base will just implode. If the next manager after Pep isn't it. Because then they'll say, oh, we made a mistake sacking Pep. If Pep does get sacked. I'm not saying he is. But if Pep gets sacked and the next manager coming in isn't that guy, Man City fan base will become traumatized of sacking managers. Especially if they get you top 4 consistently. Like Arteta. Look at Arteta. That will be what happens to us. Anyhow, I'll leave it there. This is all great points, by the way. Board needs to fix the fuck up. Board is fucking up as well. I'm gonna leave it there. We have become a banter club. Alfred, big up to Alfie, who I'm redirecting to. See you guys on the next one. Bye. Pep out. Pep out.